Hi, Teal Center family. This is kind of scary. I am Angeli O, your massage therapist at the Teal Center, and this is my very first Facebook Live for representing the Teal Center. So forgive me if I'm a little nervous. I do a Facebook Live on my own personal business page at 3 o'clock, and then I do an Instagram Live at 5 o'clock. And I've been doing that for about a week now, which has really helped me become a lot less camera shy. Today's live broadcast is going to be all about the muscle called quadratus lumborum, the QL, as we affectionately call it. If you hear chomping in the background, that is my wonderful pup, Franklin. Franklin got to go to the vet today, so he has a rawhide bone that he's enjoying. First, I need to say big ups and thanks to our other Facebook Live posts, Crystal with her meditation and Rena with her meditation. They've helped me so much, and I hope they're helping you. It's really nice to have a family, a Teal Center family that is so supportive of one another and is just there, you know, in this time of social isolation. Sometimes it can be really nice just to connect. So that's the whole point of these live broadcasts is I hope to see your comments and your like connection and tell me how I can make it better and what I can do to serve you even in these distant times. Just because we're physically distant doesn't mean we need to be emotionally distant. If anything, over the last week or so, I have grown, expanded my social networking, both through finding different platforms and reaching out to people and reconnecting because we have so much time, more time on our hands. But I digress. We have a purpose. We're going to talk about quadratus lumborum. So if you're anything like me, you may have had to adjust your workspace and for working in a place where you weren't expecting to. And that has entailed moving some furniture. So this morning I moved a couch and I hurt my back. And the muscle that is often implicated in I hurt my back is quadratus lumborum. So let's learn about it, talk about it. Today's broadcast, I will be using this manual. Highly recommend it. It's like Travell and Simon's The Bible. It's so wonderful. And I will post links to pictures from this manual in the comments. So quadratus lumborum, it has a couple of different digitations. It goes from the 12th rib down to the iliac crest. Oh, yeah, that hurts. I'm gonna bring in my friend Mr. Bones here. Do you think that Bobby Bones from the Bobby Bones show would be offended if I named my skeleton Mr. Bobby? I don't know, maybe he'd be honored, but quadratus lumborum runs, from the iliac crest to the 12th rib. It's got 3 different digitations. My teal muscle goes here to here. Oi! Pardon. I lost my book. Here to here. Here to here, and roughly here to here. So, any questions, let me know. And please correct me. If you're a massage therapist and you're watching this, oh, love it. Let's all learn together. Correct me. But 3 different digitations between the 12th rib and the pelvis. What does it do? It elevates the pelvis. It does lateral flexion of the trunk. Excuse me. Oh, ow, it hurts so bad, guys. Which means it helps when you're doing this motion. Whoop, whoop. Ah, yeah, that's the one. Left side, QL. Yeek. It's innervated by the lumbar plexus nerves. That means nerves that go from the spinal column out to that muscle. And it may attach at the transverse process of L5. Nice. Better. From the transverse process of L5, there might be a second muscle belly found in the main portion, attaching to the transverse process of the lower 3-4 lumbar vertebrae and inserting on the lower border of rib 12. Hi! The main action is to stabilize the 12th rib, preventing its elevation while the diaphragm contracts during inspiration. In these times, when we have inspiration to inspirate, so much quadratus lumborum is kind of a very important muscle. So we need to stabilize that 12th rib so that we can breathe, sucking in our diaphragm. Rena's taught me that. That's important. QL, oh man, it hurts. It's one of the core body muscles, along with others that help stabilize the abdomen and the low back. When you look at pictures like my fun little muscle man up there, sometimes they draw QL a little bit out of proportion. And you use it in your daily life when you bend to the side. Ow. Ow. When you roll over in bed, when you're serving tennis, or when you're hip hop and belly dancing. I'm not going to do that for you. Common injuries, low back strain with overuse, and it may be associated with the erector spinae, multifidi, lumborum, and you might get a functional leg length inequality from it. So how do you find it? When you're palpating, you're going to locate the iliac crest first. Thank you, Mr. Bobby. Here, this bone is your iliac crest. And in massage, you're going to position your hand lateral to the erector spinae. Now, how do you do that? You can ask your patient or your client, that's Franklin in the background, forgive me, to hip hike, contracting the side, and you can ask them to look up, and that's going to activate those erector spinae so that you can delineate between the erector spinae group and the quadratus lumborum, which is pretty awesome. Other things I learned from this book, the myofascial trigger points. We're really big on this at the Teal Center because sometimes muscles refer from one place to another. So if a client comes in, for example, and I'll have pictures in the links, with butt pain like that, it could be glute max, it could be glute min, but because those muscles are there, but it could also be quadratus lumborum, my little censored guy. Other places where QL refers can have referred pain pattern. Basically, that's it. Those two places. And here. The thing about trigger points that's tricky, there you go, is when one muscle's hurt, it's not just that one muscle. Now that might be the source or the main origination of the muscle that got hurt, but usually there's other muscles associated. So QL also has the erector spinae that we talked about that can be associated with it, and then the psoas. So those are muscles that we'll focus on a different day. Self-treatment. If you're like me and you hurt your back moving the couch, your quadratus lumborum is hurting, and you can't go see your massage therapist because you have to treat yourself, and that's what we're all about. We're going to help each other out. One second. So hopefully you guys don't be offended by my moving. Ow! 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 Whew. In the future, I might even volunteer to hurt a muscle so that hurt a muscle so that I can help not fix but treat a muscle, and you can treat along right with me. So anybody else who has sore QLs, here we go. Whee! Oh man, can't turn the phone well live. Well, thanks, Facebook. We're learning things every day. So you're gonna lie on your couch or a massage table, if you are lucky enough to have one, and put your lower leg, there. Oh, this way, like that. And I'm gonna treat my left side because my right side, my left QL is hurting more than my right one. So I have my leg, my right leg is down, my left leg is down, and I'm stretching. My right arm is down. And I'll use this time to talk about scope of practice. I'm a massage therapist. I am not a physical therapist. Franklin, that's probably the best part of the video right here. I cannot tell you what to do. I cannot diagnose. I can only assist. So that's what we're doing. We're assisting as much as possible. Just like Franklin, sorry buddy, assists me wherever I go, whatever I do. Teal Center therapist, oh boy, oh yeah. That stretches that left one. Sorry guys, I don't want to look too graphic. Teal Center therapists are here to help you and help each other as well. Ooh. Ow. You want to focus on motions that you don't want to do, as well as motions that you do want to do. Another tool that I have is this nice foam roller. Love to see pictures of your tools if you have them. Foam rollers, massage balls. Franklin even brought me one of these. Frankie, thank you. The other day. But just know that if you're one of my clients, or if you're a Teal Center client and you're out there wishing and wondering, how am I going to get through this? You're not alone. We're all in this together. So I got my handy dandy roller, and I know where the QLs are. They're, oh, Franklin, thank you. They are in between that iliac crest and the 12th vertebrae. I'm going to relax a little bit on it. Oh, hopefully you can see enough. Thank you, Frankie. The thing that helps with massage is the relaxation part. And I know that people that live alone, people that live by themselves, they might be hurting the most because they don't get touched. And touch is so important. Hi. So when I hurt my back moving my couch this morning, and I decided I'm going to treat the QL for my Facebook Live at 3 o'clock, I thought about my clients again, and I just want to express again how much we at the Teal Center, the massage therapists, the Ayurveda, I'm probably not saying that right, Reno, sorry, practitioners, the acupuncturists, we just miss our clients, and we really want you to be well in this time. Arlington has been hit pretty tough, hit pretty hard, and we just want everyone to know that we're here. So maybe on the thread for this post, you can go ahead and post pictures of the tools that you use to help do some self-massage, and that will help us when we do those online, or what we're calling virtual sessions with you. We are booking 30-minute sessions that are virtual, just like this, where we can do a lot by virtual. And I mean, like what we just did with me, where we did the assessment and I leaned over this way, leaned over that way, and I said, oh, that's the one. That left one is the one that's hurting. We can do that with you. We have that an anatomy knowledge without going outside of our scope of practice. And we can be the one on the other side of the screen that answers your call, that's here for you to know a little bit of advice and how you can help yourself get out of pain. The thing about pain that I did want to mention is it throws you off. Like if you're in pain, you're not realizing, oh, like I can have all this knowledge in my head, but pain is weird in that it's all you think about. You're thinking about that pain and you're not thinking about the cognitive aspect of this is what I can do in order to get me out of that situation. So it really helps to have somebody with a listening ear and some anatomy knowledge to help school you, even if they can't touch you. So using our new means, let's do some reaching out and touching someone. And I would encourage you to contact someone and embrace all the things that you do have and focus on how you can use this time to better yourself, better your body. I'm going to blather on a little bit more. Good things about the quarantine so far, I'm eating better. I used to eat out all the time, and now I'm like cooking, which I never do. My husband is cooking a turkey right now. That's awesome. And we're spending more time with family. Brenda said in our meeting when we had Skype, all of our therapists come in and, oh, I just love my work. She said, you know, this is kind of like an extended Sabbath. It's a time for us to all pause and reflect and focus on the things that are important. So while that's more of a mental than a physical aspect, I encourage you to do that as well. So look for the things that you do have and the things you can do, and we'll be there to be with you through all of it. Send me your questions, send me your requested muscles, and on my lives in the future, I will give you your muscle. I can't promise that I'm going to go out and hurt myself on that muscle, but we're here for you. So have a wonderful day from your local Arlington massage therapist.